Y'all ready for this? So I've decided, whether you like it or not, to just start kind of filming what I do every day, because I'm going to be doing it anyways. Got a little surprise for you, which probably isn't a big surprise. We now got nitrous on the Focus. No, we don't. We have a full bottle. So you know what that means. We are going to put nitrous to the system for the first time today. And I'm going to change the oil in the car also before we do all of that. Let me take this thing to the garage. It is heavy. They weigh like 25 pounds or something when they're full. Something like that. I think it holds 10 pounds of nitrous. So we're just walking her to the garage. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. We will, in this video, as long as we have no leaks and everything, we will test the purge. And we will also purge it through the motor to make sure it just don't go kaboomy. And probably won't happen. I'm contemplating taking it for a quick drive and doing a test hit in Mexico, because Mexico's kind of close. I can make it there and back. But we're going to the track tomorrow. I don't want to break it before we go to the track. Shut up, dog! But we will make sure the purge works, make sure all that kind of stuff is doing what it needs to do. And we will be purging it through the motor 100%, because I cannot wait to hear it go wing. I know, I'm retarded. Gotta have your coffee. That's very important. I like to use Motorcraft filters on my Fords. I don't know, I'm sure there's better filters out there. These are like $4 or something, and they get the job done. Considering I've only put like maybe 10 miles on it, we're changing the oil. I run this in pretty much everything. Just your standard diesel oil. Walmart special, it's like 20 bucks for 2 gallons. I was gonna run the Rotella, but Walmart was out of the 2-gallon jugs of Rotella. And if I was to buy it, the 2 like 1 gallons or whatever, it ends up being stupid expensive, and that'll be plenty good. Because also still trying to get this thing kind of flushed out. When we got this car, the oil, I swear it was mostly gas. It was bad. Because the old carb that was on here, it liked to seep. Because none of the regulator, nothing was done right. You know, if you guys want to go back and watch those videos when it had rubber line running front to back, and it was just a fire hazard. It was really bad. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead. Might start it. Nah, we'll just drain the oil. I ain't even going to bother starting it. We'll just get the oil out of it right away. Get the oil out of it. And then we got to properly mount. I don't know if you can see it. Properly mount the bottle bracket. It needs some nuts and bolts. It does not have nuts and bolts right now. It's just got some big like sheet metal screws, which I was just doing it to mock everything up and whatever. I'm tired, guys. I was watching a scary show last night. I'm tired. Get you a drain pan. If it's full of stuff, drain it in the nearest lake, river, pond, side of the road, wherever you can. Maybe that's just what I do. You know, I just drain it wherever. Sometimes put it in my dog's water. Sometimes I don't. It helps with the lubrication. Sometimes I'll drink it, sometimes I don't. You want to get your drain pan positioned there underneath your filter. You want to give her a good old reach. Next thing you want to do is you want to take them and you want to make them kiss. Just make them kiss. Good filters. Now you want to get a good ring of oil around there. It helps the thing go on. Just get it nice and around there. This is how to change your oil 101, just in case you're wondering. And then you take this, put her back in there, and then we'll go underneath and drain it out. Alright, we got some left over from the last time we did the oil change, so I'm going to use up the rest of that before I open that. because obviously it doesn't take 2 gallons, it takes about 5-6 quarts. So we might as well use up the old stuff. You see in there? Yep, it's oil. Oil is changed, got her fired up. It's good at 60 psi, got plenty of oil pressure. We're still flushing out the old junk that was in this motor. Like I said, this thing, when I got it, the oil, I think it was more gas than oil. And I mean, you could see there's no shiny bits, so that's good. I know it kind of looks weird on camera, but here in person, it's just straight black and kind of smells like gas still. But so basically, this is the second oil change we've done. Just kind of getting her good and flushed out. It's super clean on the dipstick now. So that's that. Oil change is done. Now it's time to mess with some nitrous stuff. That's what you guys are all waiting for. I know. All right, the bottle is in. It is not turned on yet. I'm gonna go crank it on right now and let's hope we don't have any leaks. A lot of pressure in the nitrous system. Here goes nothing. Bottle's open. Uh-oh, where's my wrench? We got a leak. All right, let's purge that out of there. All right, purge setup is getting the boot. Now we got no leaks. So I'm guessing that this fitting we got here just doesn't look like it's seating that well. So we'll make this work another time, I guess. It's really not a requirement, you know. It was just something. We had the stuff, figured we'd make it work. It's not gonna work, so at least we got some video of the purge working, because that's the only time you're gonna see it work, was that little clip. Alright, good thing I hooked everything up the way I did, because now it just comes right off, and we'll figure out what the hell the culprit is there. It seems like it's leaking from here. Whatever. No need to get fully disheartened on it. It's not going to stop the system from working in any way, shape, or form. So now we will fire this thing up, let it warm up. We'll back it out of the garage, and we're going to test it. Alright, the thing's all warmed up. I'm going to turn the bottle on. Shitting my pants a little bit right now because if the stars aren't aligned, it could go real bad real quick. This is going to be the first purge through the motor. See if it likes it. Took it. It's still alive. Rods aren't hanging on the ground. I think we might be good. Not sure. Really won't know until we get to the track tomorrow. I'm gonna shut it off. So that's it. I guess we've tested it now. Because if the bottle wouldn't have been on, it would have bogged really bad when I hit the button. So I guess my butterflies are a little bit out of me now. I think we're ready. This is really my first nitrous motor. This is all built right here in this little garage. Oh, awesome. You guys probably were seeing up my nose that whole time. So, built this thing in this. Most people wouldn't do anything in here, and I built a race car that I think is going to work. I think it's going to work now. It has to work now. Yeah, it's going to work now. We've got a bunch of bugs sorted out. I'm getting happy with it. Just kind of rambling now that I'm like woosah'd a little bit. I was nervous when I was hitting that button the first time. I was like, man, I didn't know if it was just going to scatter or not have a race car anymore and have to LS swap the race car, because that would be so sad. We're going to take a quick trip to Mexico. It's just over the border. You know, we're here in Southern California, so let's just make sure that's Mexico ready. Let's close her up and head on out. Mexico. We need to figure out what we're going to do about this button now. Shifting better. Or get home before we piss the neighbors off. Well, this didn't even make it out of the driveway. Ripped the friggin' terminals right out of the back of the button. This is a shitty button that came with the Nitrous Express kit. So, not sure what I'm gonna do now. So, redesigned our button here. This is a button out of a shifter I had. I was gonna use the shifter, but I didn't like it. Like put my thumb way over here. I didn't like that. Just tested it. It works. Let this thing just cool down a little bit. It's a little spicy. Then we'll get it on the trailer here eventually. Would you just look at it? Too bad that one wasn't uncovered. You have two black foxes. Hope they play nice. Alright, everything is checked out. I was going to wash it, but I'm a lazy ass, so I'll just wipe it down. I am going to strangle you dogs. I'm going to put fuel in it real quick and get her loaded up. What time it is, but car's loaded up. Everything's ready to go. Only thing I need to do is plug the compressor in before we leave so that that's full in case we need it. Yeah, I'm hot. Got a headache. I don't really want to be outside anymore. So I'm going to go in, probably get this video edited up, post it up, and see you guys tomorrow.